Hi guys, it's Dave in real life and welcome to today's daily roundup video. And in today's video we are taking a slightly different path. We're going to have a look at my top 10 80s toys from my childhood. Yes, I've decided that I wanted to do this for a while. Obviously you all know that I'm a avid Mattel wrestling figure collector and pop vinyl collector as well, but it all did stem from my childhood, and some of the toys from that decade definitely helped shape who I am today. And obviously from the toy hunt aspect, we have seen some of these toys being remade, which is amazing to me, as obviously they were a big part of my childhood. So seeing like toys from Ghostbusters, Star Wars being remade, E-Man, all of that good stuff, all hitting the shelves again, it quite warms my heart. But we are going to look at some of the other toys which I used to play with on a regular basis. And yes, get your mind out of the dirty, they're not them kind. Get your mind out of the dirty, get your mind out of the gutter. It's not that kind of video. These are all toys that I used to play with as a child. Have kind of graded them. It doesn't really matter where they come in this top 10, to be quite honest with you, but it is the toys that I played with the most. So at number 10 we have Marvel Sercet Wars. I mean, I didn't really know much about comic books as a child, to be fair. I'm not a massive comic book fan, but these toys, I can't remember where I actually bought them, but there was like a Doctor Doom, Iron Man, and I think the first one I bought was the Wolverine. Very cool figures, only about that big in height. They weren't really tall, but they came with like a reflected shield where you can like move it and get a different image each time. It's really super cool. Wish that I kept them, because I did play with them for quite a lot of time. Used to mix it up and use them with the Ghostbusters figures, especially the Iron Man. I used to have the Iron Man as an alien and the Ghostbusters would have to take him out. Yeah, I was a child, come on, use your imagination. I'm sure you've still got one. But yeah, that's at number 10. At number 9, these were very, very strange. I don't think I actually played with these as much as I did with the Sercet Wars figures, but these were supernatural, and they glowed in the dark, which was quite refreshing at the time when playing with figures. But the only way you could do this is being in a really darkened room. So yes, we had like a little like cubby hole underneath the stairs. Yes, you've probably seen it in Harry Potter, where he sleeps under the stairs. That's what we had, and the great thing about it, you could leave the light off, shut the door behind you, and you could hide in there and let these figures glow in the dark, which was like really quite scary, because they weren't exactly the nicest of images connected to these toys. There were like skeletons and ghouls and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, quite a good little toy to have, and it's still around today if you're lucky enough to find Muscle Men. Yes, this is the closest thing as a child that I ever got to pro wrestling, to be quite honest, with figure form. These came in little tubs. I used to buy them quite regular. I'm not sure if they were £1 or 50p back in the day, but I know they were pretty cheap. They were from a stall here in my hometown called Mad Harry's. I think it went on to be like Pound Stretcher, or as we know it now as Poundland. But yeah, this stall had these little tubs. They were all coloured different, but they were all different colours, figures, and I used to just collect these pots. And yeah, they're just little figures about say hi, and they were just of wrestlers, or you could find one what was like a ghetto blaster, and it had little legs and little arms. They were some of them was easy to stand, some were not so easy to stand up. But yeah, spent quite a lot of time buying these. They were fairly cheap as well. So yeah, that's at number 8. At number 7 is the Brave Star playset. I mean, I did actually get Tex X, I think his name is, the bad guy. I actually bought him with money that I got from, what was it, Penny from the Guy. Which is a tradition here in the UK for bonfire night. But then I also had some money saved up in my bank account, and I saw this play set, and I just wanted it. I didn't really care how much it was going to cost, but I just went out and bought it. Did love this play set as well. Didn't really collect that many of the Bray Star figures, to be honest, but yeah, I think the play set itself was worth it enough. At number 6 was Star Wars. I'm probably letting a lot of people down with this being so low down on the list, but to be quite honest with you, I didn't really play with a lot of Star Wars toys. My brother had a tub, literally a tub, probably even bigger than this one, of Star Wars figures. Quite the selection as well I had. And I think the ones that I got was from Return of the Jedi, which was more about around about when I was watching Star Wars, in fairness, where I got like Ewoks, the Jedi Luke Skywalker with the dint on his nose. I always remember nearly every single one of them had like a muddy nose. Very strange. I think the re-releases though, now the retro toys have cleared all that up. But yeah, I had the one with like a dint on his nose. But yeah, would have fun. Obviously, used to play with my brother's Star Wars figures as well, so whenever I had a chance to nip into his bedroom and nick his stuff, my brother was like 9 years older than me, by the way, so yeah, fond memories of Star Wars. And then we've got at number 5, Subbuteo. Right, for people that don't know what Subbuteo is, it's a tabletop football game. And this was out way before you had your Xboxes, your PlayStations. So the only realistic way of playing football without actually going out and kicking a ball was this. And yes, did I spend many an hour in the kitchen with the tabletop, flicking away my little footballers, recreating matches and stuff like that, listening to Premier League matches on the radio while actually doing. I used to actually spend hours, and this is probably sad, actually with a little paper making up the matches, doing a league table after each set of matches. Oh, I used to spend hours doing it, but the fulfillment when you started playing the game was immense. I even changed the rules to compensate for me playing. But yeah, Subbuteo, one of the greatest things as well. I'm such a collector's item now. I've still got a few, well, are just scattered, but they have took a battering over the years. So that is at number 5. At number 4 is the Visionaries, the Magical Knights, basically based off of like medieval times, but bang in the middle of the new technology. But the technology had failed, so a wizard has granted these people magical powers, and these figures were just awesome. They had little reflectors, pretty much like the Sercet Wars had with their figure line, but these transcended into like the speed of a puma, the strength of a bear, and all of this kind of stuff. Yeah, Visionaries was a great cartoon. I think you can see a couple of episodes of that on YouTube. But the figures had quite a lot. Even the bad guys, I even collected the bad guys. But yeah, Visionaries was one of my favourite toys. Then we go into number 3, and yes, Ghostbusters. Like I said earlier, I'd used the Iron Man as like an alien thing. Up against the Ghostbusters, yes, I had 2 Ec-209s. I had all of the Ghostbusters, even the flip head ones, boggle-eyed creature, and Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. God, that is a mouthful. Yeah, I also had them. Yeah, I used to spend absolute hours with these figures. I loved the movie, I loved the cartoon. The cartoon I couldn't wait to see every single day, or whenever it was on. There were certain days where it'd be on, and you just couldn't wait until the next week till you could watch a new episode. Oh man, so good. Just good times. So Ghostbusters is at number 3. At number 2, I've actually debated this, but I have to say at number 2 is E-Man. E-Man was just one of them cartoons what basically transcended my youth. Had Prince of Eternia turning into E-Man. The figures though, the figures were just awesome to collect. I remember getting quite a lot of these for like birthdays and Christmases. I even got a Castle Grayskull for Christmas, which my dad literally broke within 5 minutes of putting it together because he got frustrated with me. So it ended up breaking one of the platforms. Just great. Thanks, Dad. It's one of the memories that I've got of my dad when I was younger, which is always, that's why this kind of like is really up there in the list. But yeah, so it's just good action figures, and like it's just so great to see that line now being redone with moving parts. So it's got more articulation. So it's just great to see them out and about, and obviously there's like new versions of the E-Man stuff now with the new cartoon on Netflix. So yeah, all good, and that's number 2. But at number 1, my number 1 toy of my childhood, and pretty much shaped my entire childhood as well. As you can see with this image, it's Transformers. This image was me as a young boy with my Transformer wallpaper, my Transformer duvet. I had Transformer curtains. Oh, good. Literally everything was Transformers. It's literally everything. Oh, I had Transformer pyjamas, Transformer underwear. You could just imagine the chaos what came with that. But yeah, all good stuff. But yeah, I had quite a lot. I had On Ultra Magnus, Rodimus Prime, Jazz. Just so many of them. Did I like transforming into the robots? No, I preferred the cars. I liked the police car one. I had the Metroplex thing as well, the big city, what transformed into a big massive robot. Yeah, just had so much fun with Transformers. Keep looking at the new lines or the they're like retro original series, but they're too expensive, and it's just something that I don't really want to start collecting, if I'm being honest. But so there is my top 10 toys from my childhood, all 80s classics. Let me know in the comment section below which ones of these did you like. What are you collecting? Are you just collecting wrestling figures? Do you collect Marvel Legends, Dark Series? What are you collecting right now? What's your top 10 best toys of your childhood, or are you still living your childhood? What's your top 10 of now? Have your say in the comment section below. But this has been another episode of Daily Roundup. Hope you've enjoyed this kind of different, like, delve into my childhood and what I remember as a kid. And join me tonight when we could be streaming, and we'll get the latest on the Fantasy Wrestling League. So make sure that you're around for that. We're probably starting at 7:30 as usual time. And thank you everybody what joined the stream last night, even though, yes, I was a bit tired and could not keep my head awake. I did get some major sleep today though, so hopefully there'll be no more of that tonight. But with that being said, I've been Dave in Real Life. You have been awesome, and remember to always keep it real. Until the next time, bye for now.